example, actually on a much larger, even larger scale in terms of value, is the bunkering of oil from Nigeria by militia groups in the Delta, in which oil is actually captured from pipelines, taken out to sea in small boats, offloaded eventually into tankers, and then finally comes into the world market in Rotterdam. But this a huge quantity of Nigerian oil is sold in that way. And with the complicity, it's fairly well agreed, of political big shots. So this is actually a process which is very corrupt, but also receives blessings from some elements of those in the power network in Nigeria. So those are two examples of what I mean by the transfer of product from the legal sector to the legal sector. And of course, there are transfers the other way around, from the legal to the illegal. And small arms is a very good example of that, because countries like China and the UK, which are very important manufacturers of small arms, actually export these small arms officially through agents to, say, an importer in, for example, Singapore, who then re-exports them to various conflict zones, which are then fed by small arms which have been exported quite legally. One hopes that the new arms trade treaty, which was agreed by the UN about 2 weeks ago, is going to make some dent on that market. But I just want to stress the point that both of these types of transfer are, I would argue, forms of corruption. So multinationals are not, as it were, in any sense above the fray. They're certainly part of the process, in my view, and those are things which need to be addressed. But these are not necessarily the only roadblocks to change in relation to corruption. And I just want to talk briefly, don't worry, I'm not going to exceed my half hour, about what I consider